Hey everybody, hope you find yourself having a great day. Today I'm going to review Linux Deepin. Maybe not necessarily a review, but a walkthrough of the features that it has, the looks and feel, and maybe some of the ins and outs. So what we have before you is Linux Deepin, which is a Ubuntu based distribution and looks to be running a GNOME interface. So what do we have? What we have is a nice transparent taskbar with a variety of options. The taskbar also has some really nice features that you can manipulate as far as auto hide, invisible mode, and things of that nature. It looks like a very well put together package. Nice customized icons. And this distribution is a Chinese distribution. There are a few quirks, not many, but there are some instances where you'll run into the Chinese language within a variety of applications. It looked like they themed out the applications themselves, and you do have some control over it in regards to setting the default desktop theme. If you start with by moving your mouse pointer to the upper left, you'll get a screen with all your applications installed. Once you've launched an application, let's see, we'll launch our disk usage analyzer. And once it's up, you'll see it in your taskbar, and if you right click it, you can choose Dock Me. That'll place it in the dock for future use, so that when we need to access it, we can just simply click it, and there it is. Again, we've got, by moving to our upper right corner, you can see some of the applications installed. We've got Adobe Flash Player, Archive Manager for zip and RAR packages. Got a nice built-in DVD burning application, CD, DVD burning application, built right in. We've got Calculator, nothing fancy here, but it is available for your use and themed out with their default theme. We've got, this is one that I've added from their software center, which is pretty neat. You'll see their software center right here. We'll launch that, and they've got it themed out rather nicely as well. You can see that we've got a variety of software packages available, and you see that it's working relatively quick. Seems to be even quicker than the default Ubuntu software center. So they've got a lot of packages of their own, a lot of them already themed out with the transparency like you see in some of these pre-installed programs. We've got DMusic, which is their own spin-off of DMusic Player. We've got DPlayer, which is their video player, which is pretty nice. And you'll see some of their applications, they've got this little t-shirt or shirt icon. If you click that, it'll let you give the default skin here, or change out your skin. Plus you can add your own by clicking this and browsing your network or anywhere else that you've got JPEGs or PNGs that you can use for the skin. So you can theme this player out however you'd like to have that look. Let's see what else we've got. We've got disks, which is their disk editor, which allows you to manage your partitions and variety of settings, resize, format, things of that nature. If we go back, we'll see we've got Firefox is the default browser, and if we launch that, it takes you to the Deepin website. Now, I've explored their website a little bit, specifically their forums, and you'll see that once you get there, it is rather quirky. Some of their forums categories are labeled in English, but once you move into them, they're all in Chinese, which it's all Chinese to me. I have no idea how to read Chinese. So if we go back into our applications, we'll see that we've got font viewer installed. These are all the default fonts. I've not installed any of the additional restricted libraries, some of the Microsoft fonts, but it's neat that they've got a font viewer built in. We can add and install fonts. Let's see, we've got Deb Package Manager, which will allow you to install, download Deb files. Pretty neat. Google Chrome's installed. We've got Image Viewer, which is pretty neat. If we open images, we can go to our, let's see here, to our Pictures folder. Choose Open. We'll take that full screen. We'll zoom in and out on these guys. View them next. If you double click it, you can go full screen and cycle through them with your left and right mouse or keyboard button. Pretty cool. Let's see, we've got all the LibreOffice suite installed. Pigeon for chat. Skype's installed. I've not configured it, but it's installed. We've got Software Center like we've just looked at before, which is pretty neat. I like the way they've got this thing out, and they do have lots of applications. We've got System Monitor. Of course, you can see here that I'm running a 4-core machine, and you see all your processes, the resources that are currently being used, and the file system of your boot drive. We've got system settings, which is pretty extensive. Again, a spin-off from the Ubuntu version. We've got displays where you can change your resolution of your monitor. Desktop was pretty neat, where, like I said earlier, you can change the behavior of this taskbar. We can tell it to auto-hide or go invisible. And in invisible mode, if we mouse over it, you'll see that we get it to respond, similar to what you see in Windows. We'll leave it at the default. And you've got where you can change your launcher. You can move its position. If we can, by default, it's in the upper left, but you can move that by using this feature here. Sound settings, date and time. You can change your date and time settings. Different power options. When to shut off, what to do when you hit your power button, and things of that nature. Keyboard settings, mouse settings, touchpad if you're on a laptop. I thought it was neat that under printers, by default, it's seen the printers connected to my machine, and they were functional. Different network settings, Bluetooth, and additional drivers. I thought the additional drivers was rather neat, that it showed a variety of different drivers installed, and they were already activated. It doesn't appear by default that if you're running an NVIDIA chipset that they're available in this list. However, you can download them. Take caution when using the NVIDIA drivers these days. They've changed some of the functionality, and after installing NVIDIA drivers after reboot, you may not have your GUI interface anymore, so keep that in mind. User accounts, this is where you can go in and change your icons and change your passwords and things of that nature. By clicking here, you'll get access to icons. Of course, you can browse and use your own photos for your account icon. And system information, you can see that we're running Deepin 12.12, and a little bit of information and overview of your actual computer system. We've got our icon here, like I said earlier, that if you have one installed, you can right click it to pin it to your desktop. You can undock it. We've got a variety of programs. So overall, I'll say that this OS Linux Deepin is pretty snappy damn operating system. It has a very nice look to it. Very plain to some degree, but very functional, very fast. Has a very clean look. You can go into your themes under your system settings, and under personalization you can change to the default themes, and you'll see that what we have here is the Linux Deepin theme. If we can go into that, you can actually go into personalization, and at this point check and uncheck any that you want to be part of that theme. So I think that's a pretty neat feature. I've already got my own theme set up, so we can exit out of that. But hope this helped you guys. Give it a shot. If you go to linuxdeepin.com, they've got a 32-bit and a 64-bit version you can download. And once you get here, you can choose the English version of their website. and it's got where you can download 12.12 version. If you click download, you'll see that you've got you can choose the OS type, 64-bit or 32-bit language, and then at that point you can download it. They also have a pretty neat little feature here, which is the what's it called? It's the help, the user manual, and it kind of grades you and scores you as you go along. For example, some are multi-page. If I go into here and I look at this, obviously it's 2 pages. If I'm watching page 1 and I move to page 2, once I go back, you'll see that it shows that I've 100% completed the review of the introduction. If I can go into the desktop environment, gives you a little insight and overview. And as I march through this and read and review what's before me, if I go back, you'll see here that I've only 43% completed this desktop environment segment. So, Linux Deepin, very attractive, fast, smooth looking operating system, free to download. So, hope this helps you guys. If you like, comment, rate, and subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.